because as you say in Portuguese, being wrong is a human being, is humans, right?
Being wrong
Be,
is a human
no,
thing.
make mistakes are human.
Yeah, is a
Errar é
human thing.
humano.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you would say it's
Is
a
a
human
human
thing,
thing.
but I don't know. I will see. Errar é humano. Why is it taking so long? Open up ChatGPT. What's
And that
wrong?
makes mistakes is a human thing or something like that.
Okay.
Having said that, how can I fix the problems of the mistakes? Put the people out, make the human beings out of the job, right?
They say to err is
No,
human. To err is human. This is a proverb. To
to
err,
err, to err is human. Yeah,
to
to err.
forgive is
I
divine.
yeah. I never err, ERR as an arrow.
I know. I never heard
I
that.
didn't know that.
Me neither. This is cool.
To to err is a human. To err is a human. Having said that, don't let the human put their hands in something that can make some mistakes. If you can automatize everything or all of the process and just let the human see what's going on, gonna be fantastic.
And by the way, I meant to bring this up. I kept wanting to bring this up to you because I wanted to hear your opinion. And then great things were happening. So we ended up rolling over to other topics. But here, um, Elon Musk believes that in less than 10 years, we will not need money anymore. What do you think of that?
Well, definitely I don't know. And all of the predictions that a human beings makes for the future, most of them are completely wrong. Even Elon Musk, the biggest one, they made a lot of predictions about themselves, and most of the predictions about themselves was wrong. He's fantastic, he delivers a lot, but he's not God. And honestly, this kind of change makes a lot of likes and debates surround the problem, but change the lives is not so easy as he said. Not easy at all. If you put a gun in my head and say he's right or wrong, I would say he's wrong.
It's so disruptive. It's just impossible to understand such reality.
Yeah,
I can't. But do you understand his reasoning behind it? You ever heard what was his logic about it?
yeah, yeah. The logic is the AI gonna produce everything,
True.
and if they produce everything and the products cost zero, you don't need the money to buy anything because everything gonna be zero for you.
Yeah.
Is it make sense? Well, I don't think so.
Yeah. It's weird. Okay.
I really don't buy it.
You think he does believe that or he's just trying to draw attention?
Maybe he believes in something close than that, but not on that.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. So reshaping this
A-
question.
Ask him for donate his money if he's right, if he has a, if he's sure about that. Why he do not donate 95% of his money because it's going to be completely unnecessary in the future, and he will not spend 5% of his on 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 wealth.
Yeah, that's you got a point.
It's make a lot of distraction on his mind. Has a lot of money because he has to care that, and then let him do something better for him. Why he asking for a huge total compensation if he finds some targets.
Right?
Why he fighting for that?
Yeah. Yeah.
No reason. No reason.
So, okay, I understood your point about doing it for all processes when it comes to having AI do the job. But where would you start then? What would be the first process you would redesign with AI if it could perform 70 to 80% of the intellectual work involved? What would be the first one? So we get practical here.
Back office.
What?
The back office.
The back office. Yes, you had said that. Now,
Because the reason behind of that is the everything that's very, I would say repetition, but everything that you repeat a
repetitive.
lot, repetitive, everything is very repetitive. That is where I have to start the automation.
Repetitive.
You can,
Repetitive.
if you want, you can also call it busy work. This means corno job.
Busy work.
Repetitive and busy work. Yeah.
Hard
If you have a
work.
busy work, if you have a busy work that make you repetitive in something, that's the first part of the
Cutting off.
automatization that you have to do.
Automatization. Alrighty. Good job. Now, what is something your company used to need humans to? Sorry, what is something your company used to need humans to do from beginning to end that could now become a human AI process, human plus AI? Do mix it, human plus AI. I think you already answered, but okay.
Front desk.
Front desk.
Front desk.
How would you
The
merge?
people who has to pick up the phone, open the door, bring the guest for the different place that the guest asked you. It's one of the most difficult things to you invest in automatization because you need the hardware, you need the software, and to have those two things combined, it's very, very expensive. And it's much cheaper you ride someone to work in the front desk for you.
Gotcha. Okay. Next. Oh, let me just shut this off. All right, next question. Now this is about client preparation, meeting notes, follow-up, CRM, investment monitoring. So here, if investment research became nearly unlimited and extremely inexpensive. Wow. Okay. If you had either too much money for research or if it was too cheap, would you do more research actually? Would more research actually improve your investment decision? If you could do more research and it was an expense was not a problem, would more research improve your investment decisions, you think? If you could do more research?
Absolutely.
I don't understand the point here. This is obvious, right? With more research,
If the research becomes nearly unlimited and extremely inexpensive, yeah, if it's cheap, you don't. Why not?
oh, I think it's because we were supposed to read this article. Let's read it. It's topic 3, don't automate tasks, find the bottleneck. So Malik makes a broader.
I don't have to read it. I totally agree.
Okay.
First of all, because that you try to start to automatize everything, try to understand what is your bottleneck.
Okay.
Okay, because the bottleneck, if you automatize all the company, but you don't fix the problem of the bottleneck, you're gonna be struggle on the bottleneck. The bottleneck is the problem. That's the weak link. You have to fix the bottleneck, the bottleneck, and then you can automatize everything. Especially try to automatize the bottleneck, and then you can automatize the rest of the of the channel
Mm.
of
Gotcha.
the chain.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Very good. Very good. Do you have a bottleneck?
So we have a lot of
You have them mapped out? You know what they are?
yeah.
Gotcha.
We
It,
working on that because a lot of bottlenecks.
and how are you fighting them? Trying to bring technology or AI or just change processes?
Well, we have to study the process, understand what's going on with the process, and to identify what we have to do with that. Because fix the problem is start with the deeply comprehension about what's going on, and then you can move yourself. But first of all, you have to fix the problem, understand what's going on.
This is so tough, right? You're so busy already, and then you have to stop and start thinking about.
But that's the job. That's a part of the job. If you do that, you're gonna be less busy than we were, because we find the bottleneck, and then, as I said to you, I asked you, give me 10 minutes because I was finished something. I was the bottleneck, and I let 20 people do what I have to do. But before then I sent the message, everybody was waiting for. I was the bottleneck of that process, and I have to leave them to let the process going by themselves. In the other words, do not do not uh, interfere in the process.
Gotcha. And Wilson, if this was the case, research was extremely inexpensive. Where would you do research first that would bring you the most results back?
Just 1 second, again, please.
Take your time.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying that if you had this limited resource, or maybe if research was just not expensive, uh, you said that doing more research would help you a lot. Well, where would you do research first? What would be your main thing that you wish you had more data about?
Well, think I think I think I would put the research in the different part of the business, but Definitely in two things. Something that I'm not seeing, three things. Something that I'm not seeing, something that I do just to research what I'm doing wrong, and another one, please let me see what I'm not looking for, what I'm not looking. What I
What
mean,
what I'm not seeing?
if I'm going, let me see what I'm not looking. Like make the research about the things that I'm not looking. Call the attention about something that I have to do and I'm not doing. Is one thing that I deeply would like to have someone advise me to do that. The other thing, everything that I'm doing, please check if I'm doing that right. And the other things is the other AI agent, for example, please looking for some disruption or something in the job that my competitors are doing and I'm not.
Good.
That's those three things that I can imagine that I would do if I can have the three agents to do something. That's what I spend the money, time, and my just be disruptive.
What was the third? So things I'm
Uh,
not seeing.
Rechecking what I'm doing.
Oh, recheck what I'm doing. Nice. Oh yeah, hopefully. Hopefully you'll be able to do this. Now, what is the true bottleneck in your company today? Information, analysis, decision making, execution, communication, or trust?
For my surprise, communication is a huge bottleneck that you ever have.
Oh boy, tell me about it.
Yeah, because communication is a very tough. First of all, you have to learn how do you communicate what you want in the fast way, in the right way. Second off, how do I how do I send the right message without a misunderstanding on the other side? And third, because we're very busy, you don't have time to communicate with the others. We just do and keep doing the same, and the communications gonna be the last things that you do. And these are huge mistakes because when you communicate yourself very well, you can spread the message for the entire group, and the entire group can do what are you doing together. And then the executions and the information, the analysis, the decision makings, and the trust raise our raise the bar in the company a lot. I think the bottleneck is always the communication, and is one of the greatest fault of the leader.
Oh
The
boy.
leaders used to don't be a great communicator. They Most of us has this skill as a weakness,
Mm,
and you have to develop this weakness to
okay.
try to don't repeat on the let this weakness in front of us.
This is what I don't like about Teams. When I take notes, you see it. And that's distracting. So it's like most of us have. Okay.
Okay.
Can you repeat? Most of us have this weakness.
Yeah, most of us have this weakness.
You think you do? You're not too
Yes,
good?
yes, yeah, yeah. No, no, I'm not different. I also have this problem too.
You seem to be so pragmatic about about life. So you come across as someone who would make it clear, guys. It's about this. Let's not waste time. Let's go. So it's not like that.
Yeah, yeah, should be, but you are talking with the human beings, not with the computer, as you just type in and they accept the message exactly as you type. That's not what's going on. The people receive the message in the wrong way most of the time because they are human beings, and then the interpretation is not necessarily have is not necessarily the communication is not necessarily is as you would like as you imagine. Sometimes they have the different interpretation of what you said. If you say the same thing for the different people, different kind of people, the different kind of people will
Interpret.
interpret,
I know it's weird because you're saying it in the past, right? Interpret.
interpret.
Yeah, they will interpret. Oh, you're not. It's
They
not
will
past. It's future. Yeah,
they will
interpret.
interpret.
Perfect.
Let me listen, please.
Yes,
Interpret.
definitely.
Interpret.
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 Could you hear?
Interpret. Interpret.
The people will interpret. Can interpret in a different way.
Yeah. Here, I will even bring the sentence. This might be helpful.
You have to be aware of how all people will interpret your work.
Are you want to do
As
shadow?
incredibly tone deaf. You have
Do you want to read this sentence?
Yeah, you have to be aware of how all of people will interpret your work.
Great. Let's do one more.
You ever like ponder how people will interpret?
Okay.
And the second question I have is, do you ever like?
Okay. Can you go from here? Ponder how people.
Ponder how people will interpret your know. You know.
Yeah, this is mannerism. You know?
Yeah. You know.
How people will interpret, you know? Yeah. It's like sabe. Like we do, right?
Great. And then people will interpret his stuff to justify his greatness.
Okay.
Great. And then
Hi, can you read the sentence?
And the people will interpret his stuffs to justify his greatness.
Perfect. Yeah, that's tough, right? You gotta be in people's shoes.
Yeah.
Takes lots of what? Empathy?
Yeah, sometimes the communicator should have some empathy because
Right?
we live in the different lives, right? And you have to understand why they receive it in the wrong way. And well, honestly, most of the time you don't stop to think how they can receive it because time is limited. Your comprehension about the human beings is also a limit. And
Yeah.
we are limited people, right?
Yes.
We don't have all of the answers.
Totally. I'm with you. There was this one time, we were all middle management people, right? And then the CEO had a town hall and a PNG. And then he said something that this girl took as an offense, as if he was being sexist. But he was just saying something the way he learned. But she was not tolerant with him, you know? She wanted him to be all perfect about his speech. But at the same time, she was not merciful. She was very ruthless. Just because he slipped and said something that we all understood where he was coming from, she still took it the wrong way. Do you know what I mean? It's like you said, the people being communicated don't really have much empathy. And that's sad. It's very sad.
Yeah.
So I agree. Right, next. So if AI eliminated that bottleneck, how would AI eliminate the bottleneck of communication? So do you think this is possible?
Yeah, there's the situation. There's a situation. The human beings always be or AI eliminate. Well, we are the bottleneck. The people are the bottleneck. Or AI eliminate the people, or we always we're gonna have the bottlenecks.
I hate this, man. I wanted you to keep going. I'm just thinking, either AI eliminate
No rush.
the
Either
bottle.
either is a very very sophisticated word that I have to implement it in my sentence.
When you give two options, then you start it with either. Either this
Either.
or that. Or people will be eliminated.
Because I start with or, right? Either.
Can you read
Either
this?
AI eliminates the bottleneck or people will be eliminated. Either we make the right things or the right things gonna make what you have. Either we make the right things or the right people, not things, will make what we have to do.
You like this? It's the same as have, but it's sophisticated, like you said. What we ought to do.
Ought to do. I never heard that.
Yeah, this is good. This is why maybe the next step is doing more reading, especially out loud. For some reason, they include these types of words in reading a lot.
Okay.
Okay, ought to. We oughta.
Ought to.
Ought to.
Ought to.
Ought to is a semi-modal verb in English that means deveria ou deve.
Ought to. Ought to.
Okay. Let's hear them say it. Let's see if I find.
This either ought to be a big park, or we really ought to go.
The sound is bad, right, Wilson? It's very low. This either ought to be a big park, or we really ought to something else. Do you want to read it?
Yeah, just a second.
Take your time. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah. I got a feeling that I never knew.
Let's go.
So, do you want to read the sentence? This either ought to be a big park, or we really. Listen to this.
This either ought to be a big park, or we really
go big. So we went big, and thinking through.
The captions froze. I'm sorry. All right, but let's go to the next.
And as Bill said, we either ought to get in or get out. That is.
See?
All of that is incoherent. And as Bill said.
All right, can you read this? And as Bill said, we either ought to get in or get out.
As Bill said, we either ought to get in or get out.
So see, you're working both either or and ought to.
Yeah.
Let's keep hearing.
Said we either ought to get in or get out. That is.
Okay. Now let's hear this one, and we'll say this one too.
Either we ought to say, "This is our fight. This is an important issue," and then as.
Okay, so let's go back.
That is either we ought.
That is, ou seja, either we ought. All right, go ahead.
That is, either we ought to say, "This our fight. This is an important issue," and then.
Okay. All righty. Good job. So, okay, your homework is reading this. I know you. Okay, I know you heard. Now you read the article.
Obrigado.
It's this guy. Hi, this is
Sounds
your.
good. Can you send me the link or in the quick version, and then I want to print and I'm gonna read when when I'm in flight or something like that. It's
You-
easier to read
Yes.
and to make some notes.
So you want a PDF?
Yeah,
All right, let me do that.
if you can.
Yes, for sure. Let me just print it off
That
as a PDF. Okay, it's looking good.
how many page?
14. But you don't
Okay.
have to read the entire thing.
No,
Mostly,
no.
it's
Send,
good
send
stuff.
me, send me.
Okay,
Yeah, we have to do something. We have to do it.
let's go.
Let me try to do what I have to do. If I can't, I can, and that's it.
It will be helpful. It will help your company. So,
Yeah.
okay. Let me just save it here for you and then we review. Oh, where you at, bro? No folder. One useful thing. I'll send it to both your WhatsApps, the group and here. I really want you to use the app, but it's not good enough. I want you to have a good experience. I don't want you to feel frustrated. So I'll hold on to it for now. But eventually, we'll use it together.
Well, now you have to why you do not ask to the AI to work for you and create your own app? I think I don't know how difficult it is, but
They're using AI, but they're professional developers. Because I did it on my own. It was
Okay.
decent. It was decent. But if you don't know what you're doing, it's just more complicated. For them, it's easy. They just flow. They're like, they're beasts.
yeah, they are.
But
Absolutely.
but like you said, they're
They are
using AI.
professional. And then you're gonna waste a lot of time. It's better you make money in what we do and let them they do their jobs, gonna be more professional and
We're partnering
that's
up,
it.
but they're using AI. And yeah. Okay, so there it is. Oh, I sent it to you twice in the group. I meant to send it to your WhatsApp. Hang on.
No, not necessary. It's already here.
Good.
I open it. I'm gonna print it.
Print it off. So for some reason, you always do a phrasal verb there. You say print it off. Print it off.
Print it off.
Yeah, print it off. Like this. But apparently it's a brand. Okay, let's study. Okay, there it is, brother. I saved it there. Let's go. Now, notes. Let's start with the notes. So here, I'm already here. Okay, can you please read these two sentences? This one, and then the one below.
Absolutely. Just where you are.
You lost me. I'm here.
Yeah, I lost you, but I found you back.
Let's go.
Either AI eliminates the bottleneck or the people will be eliminated.
Yeah. Now this.
Either we make the right things or the right people will make what we ought to do.
Your pronunciation is
Ought,
so good here.
ought to do.
So British. Ought to do. Good
Ought to
job.
do.
Yeah. So you will treat us as we. So that will be the conjugation. You conjugate accordingly. So, all right. Can you read this one, please?
Most of us have this weakness.
What else about most of us?
There's a song with most of us, don't it?
What? A song?
There's a song with the most of us.
Yeah, definitely. Probably.
Yeah, I think.
Let's look it up.
Song
Yee.
with
Wiz Khalifa.
most of us.
I wonder if this is what you meant.
Yeah, uma música repete a maioria da song of a song for most of us. A song for most of us. A song that speak to most of us. Yeah. Did you find it?
I did, but it's like a hip hop kind of new. I don't know if this is what you meant. Anyway. Yeah, this is mostly it. This guy. All right, next. What else about most of us? What else could you say?
Well, most
Mm,
of us usually commit the same mistakes. Most of us usually commit the same mistakes.
yes. What else?
Most of us usually have the same mistakes. Most of us usually ought to make to the same mistakes.
Nice. Elaborating. Very good. One more, please.
And then in that case, ought to make, you have to put the verb.
I guess this one you see? You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're saying a maioria de nós geralmente devemos cometer os mesmos erros. Is this what you meant?
Yeah. Because in the sentence in the top, actually in the middle, most of us usually have the same mistakes.
Yeah.
Most of us ought to the same mistakes.
Yeah, because ought is not possession. So you couldn't say we ought the same thing. We ought to do something. A gente deve fazer algo instead of a gente tem algo. I translated at first to you as tem, but the best translation is deve.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Okay.
Okay. Let's do one more with either or.
Well, either we are wrong, either we are right or wrong, you have to be kind.
You can do ought there. You don't have to, but just to play with it.
We ought to be kind. Yeah.
We ought to be kind. Very good. Very good. Beautiful. Now let's go through vocab. What is this? How do you say errar é humano? This is tough.
No, it's is
Yes.
Are human.
Air is human.
Air is human. To air
Sorry.
is human.
To
To
air.
air is human.
To air is
To
human.
air is human.
Yeah. To err is human. To forgive, divine. To err is human, to forgive, divine. So air, we have air. Ooh, What?
Er.
To not air. Error. But people say error. Let's see. Youglish. Is human too. Is human.
Anniversary of the landmark study to air is human.
To
So you can imagine.
To err is human. Faults, flaws, faux pas.
He said to air.
To err is human.
To air. Okay, let's go with air. Next, Wilson. How do you say repetitivo?
Repetitive.
Yes, repetitive.
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 Yes.
Repetitive.
Let's do usage examples.
Repetitive is correct. Is wrong, right?
Because it will sound like repeat.
Okay.
Like to repeat the same thing. Oh, bang. Next, how do you say corno job?
Wilson Jobs, CEO at Azimuth.
Oh, brother.
It's hard work. It's busy work.
Yes.
It's
Busy work.
Good job. Good job. All right. Can you please read this sentence? This one right here.
the team wanted to spend less time on busy work and more time connecting directly with customers.
Perfect. Now this one.
Most of the homework felt like wasteful, busy work rather than true learning challenge.
Okay. Next. How do you say interpretar?
Interpretation.
Interpretação, you said. But just interpretar.
Interpret. Interpret.
Nice. Perfect inflection. Right in the beginning.
Interpret.
Good job, Wilson. This is it.
Interpret.
Let me do usage examples.
Interpret.
Okay, can you please read this sentence?
How should we interpret this new law?
Nice. Law was spot on. Law. No, law.
Law.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Here.
How should we interpret this new law? Do not interpret her silence as a no.
Yes. Ha ha ha. This is deep. Do not interpret her silence as a no. Maybe she is. Maybe being charming. Good job. Okay, last one.
She will interpret the speech into Spanish for the guest.
Very good pronunciation, man. Very good pronunciation.
She will interpret the speech into Spanish for the guests.
What is ought? What does that mean? Ought to do something.
Ought, it's close than have. It's not ter, it's deveria.
Perfect. Yeah. So it's like should or must. Ought.
Yeah, ought.
Great job. How do you say imprimir? Ah, eu vou imprimir.
I will print off.
Print it off.
Print it off. Print it off.
Ask me a question with print it off.
Do you usually print it off many things?
Yeah. Then many things is it, and you put it at the end. Then you don't need the it. I know it's confusing, but it is when you don't have the noun. Yeah, when you don't have the thing that you're talking about. So do you usually print off many things? Do you usually print many things off? Do you usually print it off? Do you usually print them off? Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Yeah.
It's like bring it up. Bring the topic up. Bring up the topic.
Okay. It means what you have to do or what you're doing. Coisa. It is
Yes.
coisa and it is coisa.
Ask me again then.
Did you print off many things?
Nice. No, never. I never print off anything. Now, when is the last thing you printed something off? Printed something off. When is the last time you printed something off?
I printed off 5 minutes ago.
What? Oh, the text. True.
The article, yeah.
Most of us, we're good. So, do you have any questions?
No questions. Thank you, Daniel. It's always a pleasure.
Always my pleasure. Good job. You are the man. Take it easy. I'll see you next Wednesday.
See you next Wednesday. Yeah. Just one thought for you.
Yes, please.
AI can replace almost everything, but they will not replace the connection between the human beings. And then AI can help you, but AI will not replace you. AI will replace some people that not use the AI to help them to deliver the job. Having said that, don't scare about the AI. It's a huge friend of you.
I will embrace
Use
it.
them as a friend. Use that as a friend.
Thank you. Thank you. You're totally right. 100%. You're the man. Thank you so much for sharing. This is the best consultancy. I'm getting paid to learn. It's crazy. All right. Take care, friend.
You're so kind. Thank you so much.
See you later, my brother. Bye-bye.